Good day everyone! Welcome back sa ating Team Tiniktikan King channel at Usapang OFW ulit tayo. Few years back, malayong-malayo sa isip ko yung usapang retirement. Parang it is not my reality at that moment. Pero pala, pag once na you've reached 50, 50 plus, pag nasa age ka na yun, sooner or later, you have to face the reality na kailangan planuhin mo na yung retirement mo. You know, your body clock will tell you that you're not getting any younger, and sooner or later, kailangan mo na talagang mag-retire. So, ang tanong, saan ka mag-retire? Ito ang tanong na I think different people would have different answers. Last week, meron akong friends and relatives na visitors coming from the US. Nag-visit sila dito. And it was one of our discussions. Again, it is once you are more than 50, it is something that you really openly talk about. So, ang usapan namin is, saan kayo magre-retire? Sa US, sa Pinas? Sabi nila, depende daw kung ano yung, at that point in time that they are supposed to retire, depende kung ano yung health conditions nila. So, if their health conditions are not really good, then they would retire in the US. Pero pag okay, baka sa Pinas, And this brings me to another message actually that I received in my messenger. Sabi nga niya is, I thought about retiring in Baguio, but I think it depends on my health. You see, you would die of how expensive medical attention there is in the sloppiness of the healthcare system. Just like my dad, he collapsed, he fainted a bit, and then they put him in ICU for 3 days. And all tests are okay, but they said it's just for observation. Okay, so this tells us, hindi ko naman nila lahat, pero ito talaga kung sila na nasa first world countries, ito yung realities na nakikita nila. I remember one time na nasa airport ako, nasa boarding gate ako, and then there was this American guy, sabi niya, sumakit daw yung tiyan niya. So pumunta siya sa isang clinic sa, I think somewhere Tarlac, Pampanga or Tarlac. Tapos sabi daw ng doktor, kailangan daw operahin agad, and at the cost of 150,000 pesos. So, nagulat siya. So, ang ginawa niya is tinawagan niya yung doktor niya sa US who advised him against it. And then, eventually, umuwi siya. And then, there was really no need for an operation. So, sabi niya, imagine, they just wanting to have my 150,000 pesos, they would recommend operation. So, again, those might be isolated cases, pero yun ang realities na we have to face when we get home as a retiree na, nag-slow down na yung katawan mo, kailangan mo ng medical attention from once in a while, makukuha ba natin sa Pinas? Ganon din yung decision nung isang pinsan ko, mag-asawa sila na nasa Canada. So nagpatayo sila ng bahay sa amin, thinking of retirement. And then, so malaki yung bahay na pinatayo. But then again, they had a change of mind. What made them change their mind? Umuwi sila one time for a vacation, nagkasakit yung pinsan ko na lalaki, and they could compare the kind of medical attention that they get back home from Canada. So, they decided against, retiring back home. Sayang yung malaking bahay na pinatayo nila doon. Well, they could change their mind perhaps later on, but as of now, with that experience, I don't think they are planning to push through with their decision to retire back home. Eh, nasa 60s na sila. So, at this time, they should already been back home, pero hindi nga natuloy-tuloy. Well, ang masasabi ko is, lucky are those migrants na Pinoy na nasa first world countries like US, Australia, Canada, na it's an option for them to retire there. kasi citizens na sila doon. They don't need to have, some kind of visa to keep staying there. So, good for them. Ang tanong is yung sa ating mga contract workers, overseas contract workers na eventually hindi mo marirenew yung visa mo, and so you have to go home at certain point. Like some friends I know, at 60, they have to go home kasi hindi na sila bibigyan ng working visa. So, how is retirement for them back home? It's really a challenge for some, yung eventually they would stay back home, mag-a-adjust na nga sila doon sa pag-slow down nila, mag-a-adjust pa ulit sila sa yung tinatawag nilang yung reverse culture shock kind of thing, na magkakaroon ulit sila ng culture shock by when they get home, na ang tagal nilang nawala doon, so they have to readjust back. So alam mo yung hirap na yon. Plus, of course, marami tayong nakikita na istorya na napopost sa Facebook na tinulungan nila lahat ng pamilya nila, mga pamangkin nila, mga angkan nila. Tapos, when they are no more, not anymore OFWs, wala na sila maasahan. So, it's a question that we should, I think, ask for ourselves. It's a serious question that I think needs to be answered sa ating lahat ng mga OFW. What happens to you when you retire back home? I think that is a question worth answering. May sagot ba tayo na that would make us war instead of calm us down? Again, as I've said, marami tayong nakitang cases na OFW, when they turn 60, when they got home, wala. Yung mga tinulungan nila na akala nila who would help them when they retire back home, it does not happen. Gaya nito. At kaya pa nito. So, even if you're not yet 50, I think it's a question you should ask yourself. Anong retirement plan mo? Well, sa akin personally, I used to think of retiring back home. Yun yung palaging nasa isip ko. But I realized na taga rito na yung wife ko, my kids is also, yung culture nila dito, yun na kuha niyang kultura. And they are more empowered here. They are more productive here. There are more things that we can do here. Yung family support nila is here. So, I think it's selfishness for me to say, let's retire back home. Wala silang gagawin sa Pinas. So, retirement for me is here. Well, iba-iba ang scenario natin. But the question I guess we all eventually have to answer is, ano ang retirement plan nyo? Saan kayo magre-retire? Yan ulit ang ating Usapang OFW, at hanggang sa susunod na Kwentuhang OFW. Magandang araw sa ating lahat. Bye!